Yo, what's going on, guys? John Spirit Collectibles. Thanks for joining. I always play that song if you don't familiar with my shows. When I open up the show, it's pretty much like a little intro there. Unless I'm doing a G.I. Joe show, then I'm doing the Joe theme. But I don't know, the opening line, the can't stop addicted to the shindig. I felt like that just fit this whole thing coming on here all the time. It was addicting. I know as a buyer, you probably feel there's an addiction type situation. And as a seller, you definitely have that. I think I did like 75 GI Joe shows in a row at one point. That's why I'm wearing the GI Joe hat, just a little pay a little homage to what kicked things off for me on the app was being one of the first action figure sellers on here. GI Joe almost by mistake. So it's kind of a cool thing because you never know what you could end up selling on this app. You might go in with the intention of selling Pokemon or Funkos, and then you never know what you might pivot to. By the way, what's going on? M Brown, thanks for coming to my GPK stream yesterday. What's going on, Mike Bowe? Thank you for coming back in. Always engage with chat, guys. What kind of vintage Joes do I have? Mike, not really any today. There's some other great sellers on here. If you want me to name some of them, I can. If you don't know some of their Joe sellers, the Toy Man 84, you can rely on him. SoCal GI Joe King. There's a lot. Just go. You guys don't know this. There used to be a GI Joe category. It was a lot easier to find. Now you want to use your tags to find them. So go to action figures and then filter by tag, and you can find more GI Joe sellers. Hopefully they're using the tags when they're setting those shows up. I think that's really important. What's going on, Sticky Ricky? Sorry, I missed it. Logged on. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, you did miss the break. It was a good break. We hit like 4 or 5 blasted Billy 2s. By the way, how is the sound, guys? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Everything good? So make sure. I forget to ask that, but you start to do this so much you just forget. Sometimes it's like number one. Like I don't know about you guys, thanks Sticky, but like if I'm scrolling through streams trying to, you're doing the whole, what's it called, Kendra, swiping through streams, which has made it so much harder to keep people's attention now. By the way, it's grown so much. You have to, keep people's attention. So when I am scrolling and I hear someone's microphone, it's all like, I'm like, I'm out. I don't care what's on the screen. I guess you could mute it, but it's so bad. I don't understand. Like, people should ask what's going on with their mics. I don't know why they don't do that. Or chat should tell them, like, maybe they do. I don't know. It's weird. Some people told me they think it's an Android thing. I don't know what it is, but at some streams, if you guys know what I'm talking about, they sound like they're on like a dial-up internet, and they have like a little, like, what's it called? Like a little CB radio. I don't get that. I really don't. If someone can explain that technically, I'd love to know why that is. Hopefully I'm clear right now. I don't know. Make sure your microphone's clear. I would like to do a lavalier mic. Sometimes, when you're just in a rush and you can't get that going, you could do a lavalier. You could do OBS, which I need to do OBS. If you don't know what that is, that's when, if you've seen some of these other streamers, especially card breakers, they'll have like a picture of them at the top, and then the bottom will be the cards. So it's like a 2-camera setup. I'm clear on your end. Thank you, Custom Wood Burning. Welcome, Custom Wood Burning. James Joy, welcome back. Hate when video feed is glitchy too. Yeah, if it's glitchy or like bad quality, or they're just not doing a good job zooming in on the item. Like, for example, this is what we have right now. Shoe sellers do a great job at this. I think shoe sellers are really good, except actually, I know it's hit or miss. They're gonna show you amazing detail, or they're gonna go so freaking fast with their sudden deaths that you don't know what kind of shoes you're getting, and if they're dirty or not. At least that's what I know, like, just from like kind of scrolling around. I try to like learn each category and see what's going on. I've noticed that maybe it's just my feed, but Loungefly for the past few months, maybe it's just blown up on here. Am I right about that? I feel like it's gone nuts. Thank you, James. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that. Let's mod Kendra for Lego. I mean, those streams have gone nuts. I was like, to the point where I was like, maybe how can I be a Loungefly wholesaler? And I don't have to change my whole shtick. It's like crazy. I don't understand, where did Loungefly come from? And I don't understand, how are people profitable? Maybe you guys can teach me something. How are they making money off this stuff? It must be the Christmas #1. Nicole Bosley, congratulations. And those, they're expensive, yeah. Nicole Bosley, I'm gonna give you this is like the sample pair that I took pictures of. It's brand new, but I'll give you a sealed one. I'll save that one for Kendra if she wins. Nicole, this is courtesy of Whatnot. Thank you, Whatnot, and Kenny at Whatnot for setting this up. Some different, we have like a little community selling group that comes on here. I guess they do at least one show a month. I can't remember all the members of the group right now, but I do know that I want to thank. Oh my gosh, who recommended me? What's her name now? My brain is not working. She's trying to get 365 days in a row or something selling. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or shows? And I don't know why her name is completely escaping me. Thank you, Custom Wood Burning. Jeez, Dr. Carvis. I have a day again. Dr. Carvis, D_archivist. Please, everyone, go follow her. She's great for whatnot. How many days in a row does she have going? Custom Wood Burning. It's pretty impressive. What's up, Guru? Let's do another pair of socks. You got to keep doing giveaways to keep people on here these days, guys. It's just the way it is. Everyone's just scrolling, trying to get giveies. There's one guy, I don't know if he's here, reselling everything. He's gonna write an ebook on winning giveaways. I swear, he's like a professional giveaway winner. I don't know what the secret is. I remember there used to be like a little glitch that I would tell people that it would work 60% of the time. It would work all the time, which was this is not true anymore. I don't think. This is something I noticed as being a seller and doing tons of giveaways. That if you type something right before they pulled the giveaway, it felt like you were winning, a decent amount of time. It was like the last person to chat sometimes would just win the givey. That wasn't like you remember that? Okay. I don't think that was like true, but it felt like there was maybe something going on there. And definitely it's not true anymore, but if it is true, it would help you with the algorithm, I think, because you can tell people how much time is left and then you can get some more, I feel like there's more activity that's in the chat, the more activity your show gets. This is supposed to be, though, I think, in the community, or it's supposed to be a featured show in community and maybe storage. Let me know if that's true. The last person that purchased won a giveaway. That's interesting too, Gems. I've seen weird giveaway stuff lately where, like, maybe if I have smaller giveaways, they'll win like 3 or 4 in one show. So I don't know. It's supposed to be random. I think it is random. Another pair of socks, guys. These are by Apothecary. I still don't understand. Maybe I'm not cool enough to understand why they just shorten their name to like no vowels, I guess. I like to buy a vowel and put it in there for them. It is featured. Thank you, Deal Diggers. Hey, Custom, thank you. See, now that is being an amazing chat person. Are these the people that are doing the shows? Wait, Custom, you're part of the group too. I'm sorry. I'm so like out of it. I don't even know like what I did today. So it's hard for me to know other people. Are those some of the people? I know Philly Flipper is one of the people that does these shows, but he gets like 150 people in his in these. Let's get some more in here, guys. Thank you for sending that out. Secondhand Sarcasm, I think, is on later today. I saw that in the community. Apothecary is a different brand. No, this is Apothecary. I thought so too, Kendra. Hold on. That would be even sillier, though, wouldn't it? Maybe you're right. I don't know. He does it every day. I don't get the shorthand either. Thank you, Custom. Custom, when do you have one of these shows coming up? Do you have one of these shows coming up? Look. Apothecary. Tuesdays. There you go, guys. Check out Custom Wood Burning community chat. Oh, he does Philly Flipper does community chat every day? That's impressive. It's most impressive. I did not know that. I still would like to know the stats on this. This is not important, but it's interesting to me. It is quite possible, Kendra, that I was the first ever to do a seller Q&A show. I think it's possible. It doesn't mean anything, but I think it's true. Unless someone can tell me that they were doing them earlier, I could be way off, Custom Wood Burning. I just think that could be true. I think it was the end of 2023. So if there are people doing before that, then I'm way off. There was no community category, though. I was just using whatever category that I was selling in that day. They need shirts to say, I'd like to buy Val. Gems, I totally agree. There are a bunch of sellers doing chat. Oh, now it's like so much now, which is great for everybody. I mean, it's really, I've seen one woman, she's on a treadmill. You can't see her. I think it's brilliant, though. And I don't know if she still does it, but she'll do her discussion, on a treadmill, and all you see is the window, but, people like that stuff. Let's see. Jen's Multiverse is doing awesome with those, too. Yeah, she might have been first, actually. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. It's just interesting. And then it's not at all. That's Draz. What's Draz? So I was supposed to talk today about like holiday prep, which I still need to do some holiday prep. We have a minute left for the givey. And I had a few little topics I came up with. I was going to make it more organized and put like a little chart up here so we can see what we're talking about. I think that's helpful, but you can always rewatch these on the past shows, which I recommend. I never understand, can sellers that don't use the past show feature explain why they don't do that? Is it because you don't have the option to do it? You didn't know there was an option to do it, or you don't want your past shows in there? I never get that. Oh, Draz is a walk and talk chat show. Nice. Okay. Custom wood burning, you know it all. Custom wood burning. Please keep sharing good information like that so people can learn who some of the other sellers are that do these um, in the universe. How come, Kendra? So I multicast them also to YouTube, which I think is a no brainer. If I had a big YouTube channel, it would be even more of a no brainer. But it can only help you. I feel like getting your YouTube channel out there too, or any other. Let's see, they don't want past shows up for various reasons. Yeah, I wonder, custom. I wonder if there's certain people that don't want embarrassing. That maybe are you saying for more what's the word I'm looking for? Nefarious reasons, or just they don't they're trying to protect their butts or something? I'm the same way. I don't want past shows out there because my wife and I chill and me and chat about crazy. Okay, gotcha. That's fair. See, there's different reasons for everybody. Here comes the other Gibby guys. Jem says that people message me when live shopping, commenting about people they've seen on things. Okay. Deal Diggers. So maybe you just don't want people to have to rewatch that kind of stuff. Maybe if it gets a little. Deal Diggers, congratulations. Pair of socks for Deal Diggers. Thanks again to Whatnot for supplying these socks. I had to keep one pair. We'll do stickers too. Let's do another pair of socks. They're nice socks too, guys. I wore them the last show we did, and for the one pair I kept. So I think myself and wood burning, you're part of it too. There's a small group of sellers that they were trying some kind of experiment where I guess they have like a little community seller group, and we're running these shows anyway. So they stepped in and Whatnot stepped in and said, hey, why don't we help out with these shows? We'll give you guys stuff to give away. We'll kind of gently talk to you about what maybe you should talk about. Like all of this in like all positive way. They're like, you should talk about holiday prep right now, you know. But otherwise, they just let you do whatever. Yeah, and then they send you gibbies because they're awesome. So I got socks. I don't know what the other guys got. I think probably everyone else got socks too. And I also got some stickers to give out too. Last time, remember, I got those little Whatnot wind-up guys last time as well. I love Whatnot merch. Yeah. So I guess there's a small group that they reached out to, and then they asked that group, hey, can you recommend anybody else? And someone recommended me, which is really awesome. That was D_archivist. Check her out too. The wind up guys and plush. Yeah, I'd like to get the plush. Those are kind of cool, but the socks are nice. Like, these are nice socks, I'm telling you. And then little stickers. So we'll do socks right now. I should probably talk about a topic now instead of just going all over the place. Whatnot plant and was paid in socks and stickers. Reselling, I love it. Hold on, let's see. Wait, I would leave my. I was asking about past shows reselling. That's why people don't leave past shows up. I was trying to understand. But okay, here's an obvious one. This kind of goes with what you should be doing all the time, which is using your shop, which I need to do more of. I love when I give advice and then I don't even take my own advice. But I started to add more to the shop. Some things have sold, so I had to take them off. But anyway, build your shop up. There's so many good reasons for that, especially for the holidays. Um, First of all, stocking stuffers. Why not just throw a bunch of stocking stuffers up there? I've seen it work very well for a lot of sellers out there. They'll put like low priced items on there in the buy it now, and that can, for sellers that do like the free shipping after 877, then they start to build their box and they get free shipping and they're more apt to buy more items then. Also, if you build your store, you're going to get more exposure to the community because maybe you'll come up in a search, maybe even, I think they even come up in Google searches now. So you want to get as many products in your shop as possible. The main reason that I loved doing it in the first place was so I could load up my shows. Like I could bring in all my inventory into the actual show and then sell it right there. And it's so easy to do that because it didn't used to be like that. It used to be, there wasn't the cloning items, and now Whatnot made it so easy to be able to do that. So you want to definitely use your shop, guys. Do people still use stocking Gibson? I'm not sure because we have what's it called? Mensch on the bench instead of the elf on the shelf in my house. Actually, we don't have a Mensch on the bench, but you get what I'm saying. So I don't know. I feel like if I celebrate Christmas, I would definitely have stockings hanging over the fireplace. Why would you not? I love Christmas, but I think you should have small like $5 items, stockings. She says yes. So like I was watching one of these. I try to learn from other shows, like you guys should too, even if it's not in your category. And I was watching this girl sell on what was it? She was doing like all these like Disney. Oh, my light went out. Disney type items, and she was doing like these little like what's it called, toys, like the blind bag toys, and people were eating them up for $5, and then after that, they're more likely to buy more because they're going to get free shipping. So Oh yeah, getting that giveaway. Thank you, Julie. Giveaways for socks again, guys. Thanks to Whatnot. But yeah, so that would be like my first piece of obvious advice. If you're not doing that, any sellers not using the shop, you're making a big mistake not using that shop. I wish they would fix the camera situation. I don't know. Maybe I need to push on that more. Every time there was an issue with Whatnot in the past, I just barely, I didn't even have to say anything because they kept innovating so much that everything kept getting fixed and then some. The only thing that hasn't gotten fixed, at least for me, which I don't understand, is the camera function. If you're a seller and you try to set up an auction and you want to take pictures while you're in the app, it's the worst camera angle possible to do that. It could be good if you had like a large lot or you need to show something wide angle, but you used to be able to zoom. Now it's like 2 years ago. I sound like a, back in my day. Jules agrees. It's horrible, especially if you, Julia agrees. I need glasses. Especially when you were used to it a certain way, being able to pinch zoom and take pictures. So you still no, you can't zoom when you take pictures of that. You can do it when you do like your show thumbnail though. So I don't understand that. Yeah, you can't edit it either when you upload. So they want quality listings, right? That's like a big thing right now is getting these quality listings. But you can't do a quality listing with the built-in camera and it slows things down. So I would take pictures, beforehand and then do it. So if you look in the giveaway area, those pictures with the socks, not that they're great pictures or anything, they were taken with the camera before and not during. But it would be so much faster to me to be able to take the pictures while I'm in the app. Does everyone understand that? I hope. Phone call seller support. Wait, here comes I hanging out on the hope for Grant. I actually have a. Ooh, look at that! Look, my old conspiracy came true for Grant Jewelry. If you chat right before it gets pulled, you win. So maybe it's true. Congratulations to Grant Jewelry. Yeah, I understand why they don't do phone support. Congratulations, because they're using Zendesk, and that's just a ticketed program. That's annoying to me. Also, when I used to run a business before this, um, they started, as a company, things start to change, and you have your opinions, and then everyone else has ideas. And I'm like, guys, we have to have a customer service toll-free number that I want people to find. I don't want everyone to just have to go to tickets and all this shit. And this is like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, but everyone wanted to go that way, and I like the control of that. But you need to be able to call. Yeah, you don't like the tickets, so they're fast on it. But one of my favorite companies when it comes to that, and I don't think they've changed it, is Uline. If you call Uline, they answer like on the first call, like the half a call. They're like 911. Like they're already on the phone before you even dial the number. That's how good their customer service is because they're old school like that. So yeah, exactly, custom. Now you might spend a little more with them. That's not the topic here. The topic was someone brought up customer service. It would be great if they did phone support because it's probably in some ways I think a lot of these things would be resolved quicker when you have an issue by being able to speak with somebody about it on the phone. Because some of these issues are a little more complicated than having to type in a ticket. Um, I hope that's not true reselling. You might be right. The Bay, they have great support, Grant Jewelry, but I always have so much trouble getting on the phone with them. Maybe I need to put them in my speed dial or something because eBay, just trying to get them on the phone. I do like that they have the option to call you back, so you don't have to sit there on phone on hold. Remember that like that terrible? There's like certain terrible hold music that makes me like really depressed when you listen to it. It's I don't want to find it. It's like it's like Verizon's old hold music. Hold on, it's so bad, and it makes me really sad. It makes you think like sad thoughts, and I'm like, get me off this fucking hold. Where is it? Hold on, I gotta find it. Is this it? That's not it. Anyway, all right, back to the stuff that's important. We got 3 minutes for the givey. This is what I usually do. It's so bad, right? The callback feature is amazing. Oh, here's my idea though, and this is what I thought that what I should do. How cool would it be? I think this is better than the live thing, but this could go crazy. This was earlier when Whatnot wasn't as big. Why not have a live support in the live channel, like a live support channel? But maybe that's overwhelming that you could go to and just get live support. Like I'd be, hey, welcome to Whatnot. What can I do for you? What's your problem? I don't know. I think that people would probably go nuts over that. Yeah, maybe they need like a private channel or something like that. That like you can only get on. I don't know. There's something there though that they could probably head off a lot of issues like live right there. Nightmare. Yeah, fair enough. It sounded better like when I talked about it like a year ago. It took me over a month to get a refund. Oh no, fake jewelry. Yikes. They kept giving me. So wait, okay, because of the email. That's annoying, man. Yeah, that's frustrating. 17 to give you guys free socks. A 24/7 chat would be super effective. Custom wood brand. I agree. Most items. Yep. I mean, they do have the. Some people can go into what's it called? The. Oh my God. What's the thing called? Help me out. $500. The. It's the thing that kids use for video games, but you get in there. Discord. That's it. The D help me out. Yeah, they have a Discord. I don't know if you guys have checked that out. Hold on. I'll never find my whole music. That's good music. What is that? All right. So we talked about the store, guys. Make sure that you're loading your store. That is a great thing though about see you can get me on one topic and I'll go whoop, right off the other one. I feel like I'm Trump. I'm doing the weave or whatever. I know Kendra loved that one. He doesn't do the weave. He's just ADHD to max capacity. But if he gets back to it, it's pretty good. Um, hold on. He said to me, "Sir, don't talk to luxury sellers. They will give you nightmares about customer service." Yeah. So that's the thing reselling. Dementia. I wonder that like some categories are way harder to have to deal with customer service. They've really opened themselves up probably to a lot of problems. I don't know what those are, but I do know that if you're selling shoes and luxury, that seems like a freaking nightmare. Um, you went the socks bad, says W. Do all right. Hopefully W wins. I'll tell you how much time's left. W. Throw something in the chat and see if that works. My old theory, where if you chat right before we pull the givey, sometimes you win. If you don't have access to Whatnot Discord, email definitely. Thank you, Jules Becker. Julie Becker. I keep calling you Jules. Julie Becker, definitely a seller. Let's see. Julie Becker, almost 4,000 5-star reviews. Beautiful profile here. She loves to sing and she loves cheese. Now, I don't know what that's from, but we'll have to hear about that. Weekly seller support chats Wednesdays. Oh, look at that. Lost 92 pounds and IGFB at Julie Becker. And she's got her shows planned like a very responsible seller, way more responsible than me. Look at this. She has a show every day planned, and she has an insane amount of bookmarks. Wow. Julie, we need to check. We need to check her lives out. Obviously, guys. I'm gonna follow back. I am a follow back girl. No, that's a holler back. Every day she's got a show. Who won? Hold on, I missed it. 'Cause I'm reading her profile. Monkey Fat. Wait, Monkey Fat's a seller too, right? Or I'm thinking of somebody else. Guys, check out Julie Becker. Check out her shows. She does so many consistent shows. 5-star seller roadster. What's going on, buddy? I still have to review that video. We had a situation where the video receipts were not working, and that kind of screwed things up a little bit. Um, even though you should be organized without that. Let me get another give you guys. Let's see. Are you Julia? Are you doing a holiday themed um, seller chat? Yes, every Wednesday. Amazing, Julie. When did you start doing the holiday? How long have you been on here, Julie? And how long have you been doing the seller chats? How long have you been a seller? Let's learn about Julie Becker. She's obviously killing it on here right now. Let's see. Thanks at Reworkers Passion was on the. Oh, nice. You were like the featured seller on there. 2 years. All right. Seller chats for a year. Sweet. So maybe Julie's got me beat on that actually. Then I was on in September. Reworkers Passion. That's amazing. They have no love for me anymore. They used to love me. I'm gonna talk about. Oh, Reworkers Passion. Welcome. They loved me in the beginning, guys. You have no idea. Like three and a half years ago, I should tell you guys what they used to do for me. You wouldn't even believe it. Hold on. Reworkers Passion. That's amazing. You relied on video receipts one time, and I'll never do it again. Yeah, S. Grant, you're right about that. The video receipts seem to be a little bit out of order too. Do share. I know. Thanks, Julie. I started off in Springer Cards. We were one of the first memorabilia sellers on here, and then I started selling toys. And this was really early on. There's only 5 categories on the app. I started selling toys, and they said, "Can you do more of that? We're trying to build this category." So I was like, "I'll do more GI Joe." So I started to become the first GI Joe seller. Started to build a community in the action figures and Joes, and it blew up. It was doing great. At one point, they sponsored me to give away a GI Joe flag, which is like a $1,500 toy. They helped support me with hiring a shipper. This is really early days, guys, when they were growing. I'm just saying. I even streamed from their booth at Whatnot, or excuse me, at New York Comic Con in 2022. That's what that picture is. If you look in my profile, that's a picture of me streaming from the Whatnot booth. So it was pretty awesome. They did so much for me. I can't even. There was so much more, and then I don't know. They got so big, and they get all these YouTubers. I had no social media. I had nothing. This wasn't my world. I was in the corporate. I accidentally started doing this. I've told the story a million times, but I found Whatnot by weird mistake chance from Mojo Card's YouTube video. He was at during the pandemic. He was at a card show, I think Dallas or something, and he happened to interview two Whatnot employees, like early employees. And I was like, "What is this? What are they talking about?" And he was barely interested in talking to them, and they were talking about it. And my friend, who was a huge sports car collector, was trying to have me help him sell his collection. And I was like, "Forget eBay, forget Facebook. We got to go on Whatnot." And no one knew what Whatnot was at the time. Like early, this was like early 2021. And yeah, so I just saw right away how crazy this app could be. I didn't expect it to blow up like this, because I always joke, like when I started to see them add categories, like this is the most embarrassing one for me. When I started to see them add like Disney, it was like coming soon Disney, and I was like, ha, yeah, that's gonna go real well. Whatnot, stick to your Pokemon and your sports cards. That's where it's at, you know. And I had no idea it was gonna blow up like this. My wife told me about the app, and I said, no way, I could never do that. And here we are. Amazing Grant Jewelry. Let's see. I also, if people are already in the world of like this selling world where they're doing either you have a brick and mortar, or maybe you sell on Facebook, or you're at eBay or something like that, this is like, you have to do this. This is a no brainer. I think for brick and mortar, especially, I never understand the resistance for a brick and mortar unless they just don't understand this. It's like not understanding the internet in like the 90s. Like, how could they not, when they have like dead time, during you're a brick and mortar store, you have an hour, you probably have no customers. Like, turn the app on and just start selling like crazy. That's what I would do if I had a brick and mortar. Whatnot's, I'm trying to catch up now. Whatnot is a what have you done? Nah, I don't look at it that way, reselling. I hear you though. Dude, they're just so big now, probably. I can't imagine like the type of people that they've connected with is celebrities and huge stores and resellers. Like, I can't imagine how crazy it must be for them to juggle. It is just getting started, custom. I agree, to juggle all of that. Um, let's see, as a side hustle eBay seller. No, nice, Grant. Are you full time now, Grant Jewelry? Get in the giveaway socks. You up 40 seconds trying to catch up with the chats. That's not that many chats. I can catch up. So I'll always lose track of where I'm at. We were talking about holiday selling, Verizon hold music, and that's the goal. Nice, Grant Jewelry. Let's check out S Grant Jewelry's profile. I used to always check out people's profiles, and I would just kind of give feedback. That's one of the things we did early. Um, we were selling it. S Grant Jewelry, just getting started. Yeah, we're husband and wife team. I sell handcrafted, genuine Native American jewelry because I like looking at it, and because I need money. All of our jewelry is. Oh, this is a long one. Okay. They're obviously serious about what they do, guys. Check them out. Support their small business, Grant, and check him out, guys. He is. I'm not Amish, but I would probably fit in with. All right, let's see here. Yeah, check them out. They have a show. A husband and wife team. I'm always so impressed by, guys. Did the giveaway just happen? 11:29 and 8:30. Native American sterling silver, guys. Tons of bookmarks. Get on there, guys. S Grant Jewelry. Did I miss the giveaway? Who won? Roadster won. All right, Roadster. Roadster, guys. I was talking about connecting with chat, and I was talking about Roadster this morning. And this is gonna sound so weird with my son, Roadster. It's not. It doesn't sound right. But Roadster has always been so helpful. So you got to connect with chat too, guys. Um, I've never met Roadster. I've only talked to him through here, and he's always helpful. He knows everything about video games and other things. Great buyer. But I was telling my son, I was doing like a Roadster sent me a message through the app this morning, and I was taking my son to school, and I did like a voice to text, and then he asked me what I was doing, and that's when I said, "Oh yeah, this is a nice guy. I'm sending him a message to because I think his GI Joe order's messed up." No, please do, Mango. Definitely. Anyone else that has a show coming up, go for it, guys. Like, I want to hear back from you guys too. Like, what we should talk about for holiday selling. Like, what are some of these? Like, I guess who's going to sell here? Is that Jess? No, what's her name? Julie, and wood burning. Are you guys going to be talking about prepping for the holidays? Let me get this out. And reworkers passion too. Let me know if you guys have shows coming up talking about holiday prep. I was talking about setting your store up. I think it's really important for you to set your store up. What's up, Sapphire? Oh yeah, Sapphire. I forgot to check you out last night. That's that box from yesterday's break. First show is the 30th for bargain. Oh, first shows. I love hearing about people's first shows. Bargain Bonanza. I should do. I don't do this enough. I always talk about doing co-hosts and interviewing people, and then I just don't do it. So this could be a good day if somebody wants to like co-host. We could do like a 2 minute like here's what's going on. Like someone like for example somebody like Bargain that's just getting on, or someone that's been on for a while that wants to kind of share their experience. I think it'll be kind of fun. I have a very large Christmas collection that I need to reduce if I don't want to do live selling. Will the items sell in the products? That's a great question, Lady Jane. I would say it can't hurt to put it in the shop right now for sure and just see what happens. Like also I love that people can make offers as well in the shop. So I would do that, get them in there and let us know why are you not sure about selling, by the way. How come you don't want to do live selling? I'm curious about that. Your holiday show, Custom Wood Burning, was this last Tuesday, but we'll continue the convo every Tuesday. Awesome, guys. Check out Custom Wood Burning shows. Make sure you bookmark those. S. Grant says to co-host Julie Becker. Okay. Check out General Vibes. General Vibes. Does it say General Vibes? Yeah. Sounds like a G.I. Joe figure that's like real chill. First $3 start vinyl show scheduled for 7 East tomorrow, guys. Check it out. Let's see. Reselling says it can hurt as a waste of time. List everywhere if you're not going to live sell. It can't hurt. I think you're. Oh, I got you. They only sell when you're live. Sapphire, I hear that. I think it depends what you have. Like I did some. It depends on your audience though. Like I had some like beautiful Christmas stuff. Like probably reselling saw it like from the 50s or 60s. And like I had like two people in there that were interested in it, and they probably got a super crazy steal. So I would put it up there for the price that you'd be happy with. You know, maybe a little bit higher if someone makes you an offer. Just try it out because it only that's the other thing about the shop, which I think is so great. It doesn't take long at all to put stuff in the shop, like way faster than eBay. You know, putting stuff in the shop on Whatnot, if you get in like a little groove doing it, you could get up like, I don't know, maybe 10 items in like, what am I trying to say here? Like probably every one, I don't know, a couple every minute. I feel like I could do. I could probably get up like 2 items a minute, something like that, if you're focused. My holiday prep show says Reworkers Passion is this Tuesday, 11/19, 11:25 a.m. East. Nice, guys. Check out Reworkers Passion show. You guys are, it's so nice that there's all these sellers that are doing these shows. Take advantage of it, guys. Let me see. Reworkers Passion already has almost 50 bookmarks. A show today at 8:12, handmade artisan soap. Beautiful. All right. And then let's see. Soap, skincare, candles, jewelry, crochet, tie-dye, and reworked up cycled projects. All right, that sounds great, guys. And she's a 5-star seller. Make sure you check out Reworkers Passion. Let's see. I sell items several times a week from my shop. If it's not listed, I can't sell. Yeah. So if that person, Lady Jane, I mean, just try it out. And then I'm wondering why you wouldn't want to sell live. You know, you don't have to be on camera if that's what people are worried about. I'm usually not on camera. It's usually the items that are on camera. I always am amazed by people that stay on camera the whole time and sell. That to me, that's pretty impressive. So being behind the camera, I think is easier, and you just focus on the items. I sold a sticker and something someone asked me to drop in that bin from yesterday. There you go. Oh, nice. 73% giveaways is a good idea for doing like little card, using the card category to do that, correct? Bookmark my seller. Yeah, bookmark her seller chat, guys. My issue is having enough inventory. Oh, Roadster. Well, that's why one of my favorite things to do is if you can, and a lot of things that I sell are on consignment. And I noticed that Whatnot did something really great recently with an optional field. Have you seen this reselling? They have an optional field now for your cost basis and a SKU, which I think is incredible now. Oh, there's a sticker category. Oh my God, I saw a sticker category. I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you, Julie Beck. There you go. Guys, make sure you check out Julie Becker's uh, show coming up. Bookmark it. She's going to have some great information for you. So we did talk about the shop. Let's see what else. Julie's seller chats are super informative. It sounds like she does them every week too, guys. Who was on yesterday? There was someone on yesterday on at Seller. What's it called? The Whatnot Seller platform. I saw a little bit of it. It looks like she's been on here for a long time. Who was that was on? Because they didn't display her name. Let's see. And her chat says, Julie, thank you. I sell on eBay. It says Roadster. Roadster, you should do it, man. Oh, the 1,000 sales thing. I'll talk about that real quick. Heather M89, congratulations. There you go, Heather. Congrats. You get black socks. I don't have black socks today, so I don't have to ask you guys. Bee's Closet. Also, let's see. Roadster, the 1,000 item thing. Art of War had a good point on this. Art of War kind of just like did a bunch of loss leaders. He was just running everything to dollar as fast as he could, and to get to 1,000 sales fast. He also does seller chats too. I would definitely like listen to what he has to say on that. I remember him doing it though when he first came on here, and he was just selling Pokemon cards like crazy because he just wanted to get to that threshold, the 1,000 threshold, as quick as possible. That's another good reason to put stuff in your. I've seen other sellers, or they'll put stuff in their buy it now to get to that threshold too, and maybe you join a raid, and during that raid, you could have those items in there, and a lot of people will be apt to support you, especially Roaster. You know so many people on here, so let's say you were doing video games, or let's say you were doing GI Joes, Roaster. You could probably put up like some like cheap like accessories or something. I bet a lot of the Joe Bros would buy those from you, you know, just to get a bunch of sales. I did 512. Here we go, Sapphire. $1 sales in one show. Damn, Sapphire, that's crazy. Yeah, S Grant's right. I mean, you know, SoCal GI Joe can speak on that too. But Roadster, you know so much about so many different categories. You know, I'm not a collector, and I just learned by watching you guys. Remember, I learned it by watching you. I'm not gonna do my. Should I do my interpretation of it? You all right? I learned it by watching. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I learned it by watching you. Where's my? I don't have Marty here today either. But yeah, just you have a full time job. Yeah. Well, there's a couple guys that sell on the weekends that do really well with it too. Um, Chad, oh, Chad, what's going on, SoCal? Check out SoCal GI Joe King also, who's a very experienced seller on Facebook who came over here and had to adapt to whatnot and adapted very well. But I think a lot of people that come over from Facebook are very like apprehensive about things because like they're used to a lot of people like not paying and like scammers and things like that. Am I right, guys? And like chasing people down. So like that's why I think you see some people put in their like sales like no cancellations, you know, and they freak out about that because they're used to that bullshit. But on here, so I never had that context, so that's why I'm like, don't do that. Like, don't say no. I think it sounds scary. Like I'm like, I always joke that I'm like the Nordstrom of whatnot. Like you can cancel, you can return anything. Like I'm not gonna mess up for you, so it shouldn't happen. Same with custom wood burning. I'm not. I have full transparency and integrity. Like I'm not worried about that. I'm selling something that someone's gonna be upset about. So we should be good. We shouldn't worry about that. And if someone needs to cancel because they made a mistake bidding, or maybe they got a little overzealous like with their bid, and they're like, "Ah, shit, I shouldn't have bought that." Like, it's fine. Like, I can't afford it this week or something. Like, cool, just cancel it. No questions asked. I'd rather you come back in my show, and I've had people cancel, and they'll come back in my shows next time and they become a good buyer because maybe it just wasn't their week. Or the best reason, obviously, to accept a cancellation is if you mess up. Like during a stream, I'll run something and it'll have like a flaw and I won't notice it. And then someone in chat will say, "Oh, that's the wrong weapon for that GI Joe guy." And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, you just cancel it. I'm so sorry." You know. So there's good reasons too. Imagine if I just had no cancellations and I was just a jerk. And it's just like you can't do that, right? Welcome, Talzer. Talzer's a seller that has an antique store that was smart enough to take a brick and mortar and come on here, and that's probably helped his sales immensely. I'd imagine, Talzer. You could probably speak on that. And Talzer, you do community shows too, or no? Did I make that up? I think I made that up. Let's see. Oh, we got another giveaway. I'm sorry, guys. No community shows, but you do have a brick and mortar. Seventh pair of socks. Thanks again, and whatnot. Roadster, I was here when I barely started, brother. Now I'm almost 6,000 sales. Look at that. There you go, SoCal. Good words from SoCal. Talzer, Talzer, you might appreciate this, or any ephemera people. Look at this. It looks like something from like Indiana Jones, but that's not old enough. I scared people with this when I showed. No, not a Bible. Not way better than that. Well, not to say better than that, because then people get offended. Much better than that religion stuff. Um, what did John Lennon say? He's bigger than Jesus or something. First show, and it was taken out of context last night, and it went well. I'm hooked. Whoa, bullpup, no way. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the beginning of the show. How it can be hooked. You can get hooked on selling. Watch this, vintage. Hold on. So, hold on. This is beautiful. Show. I love show and tell. By the way, that was the thing. I was supposed to at one point. I was approached to do like one of my friends had an idea and he pitched it, and a small studio was going to do it. We were going to do a show where we do like American Pickers, but for like the 80s, you know, and so it's not just like rusty signs and you know all that. So it's a little more interesting to our generation, the Gen X. And one of my names I pitched was Show and Tell, and sell, something like show, tell, or sell, something like that. So I love show and tell. I actually brought this. I have a few things in the background. I remember bringing this to show and tell in like 1983, something like that. Show and tell was the best thing about school, is it not? Fuck lunch and gym, man. Show and tell. This is amazing. It had like a thing you wind up. What am I talking about? I'm talking about show and tell. You didn't have show and tell when you were growing up? What kind of school did you go to? Look at this stuff. So this is show and tell is my point. I'm doing show and tell right now. I'm showing this and I'm telling you about it. Get it? Show and tell. We almost had a pilot film. Not anyone could do a pilot now on YouTube though, but it was like an actual production company. Hold on. And we are gonna go to like collectors' houses and and then to do stuff we do and sell stuff for them. So that blew my mind when I saw that picture. That's a famous picture. It's called Apotheosis, I believe. And so this kind of helps date this book too. I don't know if I don't think they do show and tell anymore. My kids don't do show and tell. No, but he's done $13,000 in 3 months. I've been on here. Wow. Once you get past the first two shows, there you go. That's a good way of putting it, Danny Kilgore. It is kind of sad, Lenny. Is there any kids actually do show and tell? I don't think they do it anymore. We have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Not literally, but I like saying that. Look at these pictures. If anyone, I don't know, some people will appreciate this stuff. I know other people will be like, "Why are you showing this?" But look at the intricate design. Look at this. Like this is from like the early 1900s, I guess. How do they do that? It's incredible. Like the advertising, beautiful. My kids, hold on, do you have show and tell? My kids do show and yell at a local library. Oh, at a library. That's nice. Show and yell would make sense though with kids. Hold on. Thanks, Talzer. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, I have some first edition Pokemon coming in today. Actually, I need to text the guy back real quick. Hold on. No magic today. Hold on. First edition non-holo Pokemon. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Can you guys still see it? Because I've having problems when I did it. 1 minute left for the giveaway. Show and yell sounds more exciting. It does sound more exciting. Show and yell is like any shoe streamer. You can just turn. That would be a good name for a shoe streamer, or kind of show the shoe and yell. I love watching shoe streamers now. I don't know why. I get addicted to it sometimes. And not like a lot, but like just when they get really upset at chat is always kind of funny. I don't know. Not like funny. I'm laughing at them, but it's like I can't explain it. And then I get caught up in them. I can't tell if they're telling the truth or not. Like, are they really mad? Or you know what I mean? I was talking reselling about this, reselling everything. So then I start to bid, and I'm like, I'm getting a good deal. All right, yes. They're so mad, and then I look up the comps, and I'm like, I was telling my daughter, I was like, look, I just got you this pair of Nike shoes. They're awesome, right? And then I was like, I just got a great deal. And then I screen grabbed it, and I did a little search, and I was like, oh my god, I just paid like retail. I'm a dunce. I could have gone to Macy's. Yeah, the screaming's got. Whom I really think are losing. No sound? Ah, shit. That's not good. Hold on. It's back? Okay. I just did my chunk. Oh, shit. Curly Q15. Congratulations. Thanks, JC Duno. Why don't we save? I only have, oh, this is getting sad. I think I have 2 pairs of socks left and a couple stickers. So why don't we do a sticker first? Swipe out and banking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Am I back now? I want to, how about a whatnot hat? Do they have hats? They probably have hats, don't they? I need more whatnot merch. Now let's run another giveaway. Yeah, let's get that. I always like to like mess around with to see if the algorithm actually works. Like that's the thing you can learn from shoe sellers. They're always getting the chat to spam the chat, and I think it helps the algorithm. Although I don't know if it's true or not. Sharing the stream, chatting, throwing up emojis, all that stuff's supposed to help boost you up. So I think that's one of the reasons they do that kind of stuff. They do a lot of things like that. There you go. Stickers look at my buy it now. This is great. But if someone says they are losing money and continue to run 57 more of the same item, it's safe to say I know you mean reselling, but if you watch that one guy we talk about, he genuinely looks like upset, and he genuinely look like shoes should not be selling for $20. Like they're still shoes, right? So I think he might be losing. Maybe not the other guys, but he actually might be losing. You agree? W's in the chat. What does W's in chat mean anyway? Is that that's something they would say? I like when they say spam the chat. That and what's it called? Sports card sellers too do a great job at that too. So you can learn a lot from sellers. The first, I had never streamed or did any of this before, and I kind of started to learn like the my original type of cadence and the way I would present myself on the streams from one of the bigger. Now they're a bigger seller. At the time, they were probably the biggest seller too, but they had just started on the app, which was oh my god, who were they now? I can't remember now. Going Twice. Going Twice had, I don't think these the two guys that started off streaming are still on there. I don't, maybe they are. They were so good at running the shows. And I was like, damn, these guys know what they're doing. So I would listen to them. I just like their cadence and then I would add my own shtick to it, you know? So if you find a streamer out there, you like how they run the show, or you can see the chat is enjoying that type of, you know, engagement, then you definitely want to watch other streamers. Maybe watch them for ideas. You know, I watched like a gem and mineral show one time, and it gave me some great ideas for how I was going to run my mystery shows from now on. You became a psychologist at some point in your shows. Okay, what are you helping out people during your shows? Get real serious, like a very special episode of SoCal GI Joe King. Except we don't go into like the different strokes special episodes. More like a growing pains special episode. Let's see. Oh, you okay? He's a counselor in real life, emotionally connecting on different levels, trying to help everyone push growth. Now I love SoCal. You always have good things to say. Like you know what you said one night, and I don't know if it was one of my streams, but you said to drink water before you go to bed to prevent strokes. And now I can't stop thinking about that every time because I like drinking water before I go to bed anyway. But if I forget it, then like SoCal GI Joe King's chat pops in my head. It's like, you want to drink that water so you don't get a stroke. And I was like, what? And then I go get the water. Turns out GI Joe is getting sad because I don't talk about them after a while in the stream. Oh, I got you. Yeah, so it's working. It's good stuff. Thank you guys for joining again. We're doing the sticker. We only have 6 in the giveaway and 18 in the live. Do you guys write down ideas? So that's funny, Grant. I probably should do that. For these shows, it's good to have some kind of script, which I'm not following at all. For my normal selling stuff shows, not at all. The first time I ever did a show, though, we were nervous. And it's kind of ironic because where I did my first show was sports memorabilia. The timing was off because if you watch King of Collectibles on Netflix, do you guys know about the two Robbies on there? That the first show we ever did was from their store here in Baltimore, and Robbie was on the show for a little bit, and then like now I've told him we should do a show again. Now you're like a freaking Netflix celebrity, but yeah, I just remember thinking, guys, we need things to talk about, and that was the only time that I ever did that, and everything else just became talking about the item and just became natural after that, and engaging with chat. But I do that is a good point though, bringing that up, like having things to talk about. I think the number one thing is if you're a seller and you might be nervous going on here and you don't want to speak or you get nervous about speaking, then just talk. I always say just talk about the item, and then ask chat questions, like open-ended questions. What do you collect? You know, and then you can start to get some content or some feedback from them, and then you can kind of build off that. In my opinion, you want to know what they all collect. Like they're all coming into your store. You know, it's not just a virtual store. I treat it like it's a real store. So everyone comes in, little bell jingles, and welcome to Springer Collectibles. What do you collect? What can I get for you today? You know, if you're at a clothing store, you know, can I start a dressing room for you? Basically like that. You know, I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think you should be engaging with chat, like you know, learning about what people collect, and then next time they come in, like I know Sapphire Jesus, GPK, he wants hockey cards for his kids. It's easy. SoCal GI Joe King puts it in his name. You know what he collects. Only 9 in the giveaway for the sticker. Y'all don't want the whatnot sticker. Y'all sleep in chat. Should I put on some trap music and do my best shoe seller? Laurie 2197 is always so sweet in the chat. Has won the whatnot sticker. Boom. Do it. Oh, I've done it before. Hold on. I've done it before, but I'm usually off camera when I do it. I'm so much better at doing that stuff off camera than on camera because I don't like I get all crazy eyes. Hold on. I feel like that's like a TikTok edit right there. Like, you know, I should change clothes. Hold on. Ah, you know what I mean. Okay. Especially in car sales, people who are too nervous to talk. People, we suggest another type of employment, not to. Are you in car sales reselling? Yeah, I feel like in cars you have to be able to do it. Yo, you can get this hat from. You know, I got this from the Toy Man '84. You know that, Danny, right? I actually don't love the hat, but I wanted to wear something different and like an homage to GI Joe. Since who won that, by the way? Who won the freaking thing? I didn't even see. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Laurie, I just said it. Laurie, congratulations. Sorry it wasn't socks, but you got the sticker. Thank you, Laurie. What music am I playing here? What is this? Oh, it's the fan making weird noise. Okay. All right. 21 Live. Thank you guys. Car sales manager and trainer. Wow, reselling? How do you have time for this? Car sales are such a demanding schedule. My dad was in car sales, and he used to work nights and shit, Saturdays. Or maybe since you're the manager, you can kind of you just sit back and chill. One earphone in, entering gibbies. All right. Let's do another pair of socks. This is pair number 8. A time of leave. Wow. Nice roaster. Nobody in the giveaway yet. What kind of cars reselling? What kind of cars roadster? All right, we got 4 minutes in the giveaway. I'm gonna take a quick break over here real quick, guys. I had another topic. The first one for selling holiday stuff or getting prepped for holidays was preparing your inventory and loading your shop up. Ford, okay. Oh, that's right. I think you told me that. Nissan, Kidjir, and Ford. Okay, I don't know what the other ones are. CDJR. Oh, Ford. Okay, those are typos. Sold at Chevy dealership. America. Okay. 4 minutes. Chrysler Dodge. A lot more volume at those kind of locations, I would think. My dad worked at BMW, so it's less. I think it's less volume maybe, but let's see. All right, what was that next on my list here? Well, shipping, of course. We always talk about shipping. We're trying to talk something more about selling. I was thinking about games though too, like holiday games. You know, get your. Everyone's going to be doing 12 days of deals, kind of thing. Maybe you could think of something a little more original that makes you stand out. I always used to think there was actually 12 Days of Christmas because I didn't understand. I believed the song. I didn't know that wasn't true. I believed a lot of things when I was a little kid, though. I believed that Big Bird was a girl. I was wrong about that too. Let's see, Snowball. I'm just reading what I have here. Themed auction, holiday bingo. Just some ideas. Okay. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about, and I need to do this too. Reselling. I need to set up my rewards. Oh, rewards. I appreciate the LOLs and the tier lappies. 252 left. They really do appreciate that stuff, guys. I hope I'm. What used to be cool about the GI Joe shows I would do. Some people would just tune in just because it would just be fun. It was a bunch of guys that were around the same age probably, and I would make references to all the stuff that they got, like all 80s and 90s references. I always joke that every show you're going to get at least one Back to the Future and one Goonies reference. And some people would tell me it was the biggest compliment. They would tell me they would just tune in, not even to buy, just to like hang out, and like almost like it was like a podcast. And then I would like do. I would actually do topics. Like we'd talk about like movies John never saw as a kid, and then I had to watch as a 45-year-old. And I'd watch Top Gun was one of them, and then I wrecked Top Gun to pieces. It was horrible, and then everyone hated that because it's like it's like a 10% of the crowd's like military, and you know they like GI Joe, they like cool things like that. I love Tom Cruise though. It's your favorite? Hold on, Back to the Future is my favorite '80s movie. Nice. Now Reworkers, mine too. Uh, are you telling me this sucker's nuclear? Hold on. I kept this just for that because I got this big lot of like soda stuff, and I just wanted to keep the tab sticker just so I could say I hate it. Just so I could say you can't get a tab penalty or something. And then a couple of the Joe Bros got me this. A couple of like they bought this for me. It was so nice. They bought me. I think I bought Michael J. Fox or Marty, and then another one of the Joe collectors bought me this one. Tab is your all-time. I think someone told me they still make Tab in another country or something like that. I don't know if that's true. But yeah, always Back to the Future and Goonies references. You know what I heard? You guys remember who's in here that remembers my Instagram video where I talk about how weird it is that Doc asks Marty if she's pretty when he just realizes he's stuck in the past and he's like, you know, not going to be able to get back to 1985. He's like, I got a girl, and then he's like, I got a life in 1985. I got a girl, and he goes, he's sitting there all depressed, and he sits up and he's like, is she pretty? And I was like, watching that now, I was like, that's kind of weird, isn't it? But then the other night, I'm watching a show that I never watched my whole life, Twilight Zone. I was gonna make a video on this. Twilight Zone, incredible. I'm way late. I'm like 60 years late. Hold on, let's do that Advent. Hold on. Oh, Advent calendar. Good call. I know we're not talking about the real stuff. And what happened? And then in the movie, he makes an android, right? He makes like an android of himself. And the guy goes out in the real world and he meets a girl. And meanwhile, the guy that made the android is like a homebody. He, he's not social. And he meets a girl and he's already going to marry her. And he's like having this whole like crisis because he finds out he's an android. And he goes back to the guy who created him and says like, I got a wife now. I got a girl. I think they stole this from Back to the Future. Must have stolen this. And the guy goes while they're like fighting and they're all serious. He goes, "Is she pretty?" It's like maybe that's what they used to say, or maybe that's where they got it from. I don't know. Custom wood burning. Congrats, you get the socks. I hope that made sense what I just said. I think it did. But yeah, this is just a weird thing. There's certain things like that in Back to the Future. One of the weirdest things in Back to the Future, the person said was their favorite that I never understood as a kid. There was two things. One, when hold on, let me do a giveaway. Was when he goes into the street, right? And he falls in the street, and then he screams like, "Stella! Another one of these damn kids jumped in front of my car!" I was like, "Another? What do you mean another kid? How could there be another one, right?" And I thought about it. I'm like, okay, so George isn't the only one who's the peeping tom. Like she does that on purpose, and I think everyone else, you know, they're all peeping, right? I didn't know that until I was right. Isn't that weird? And then the other one, what was the other one that we realized really late? Oh yeah, that Biff actually made a pretty good joke, but not really. He's like, McFly, you Irish bug. I never got that either. And I'm like, oh, you know, a fly's an insect. Irish McFly bug. Anyway, that was a new revelation. Didn't know about that one. I think we're supposed to be talking about selling Christmas stuff. Another pair of socks coming up. Thank you for sharing the stream. I appreciate that. We still have some more socks and stickers to give away. And we talked about setting up your store. If you're not setting up your store and loading up the shop, you need to do that, guys. And well, you guys were talking about advent calendars. So let me go back to the chat. Adventure. Oh, an advent calendar. Yes. So I actually have a couple advent here. I'll get an advent calendar. I have one here. Hold on one second. I think this is an advent calendar, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a calendar, but it's similar. But it would be a good thing to do. You're right. Like you can make your own, is what I think you're saying, right? So this is like 15 days of socks. So you're saying your idea is to make a mystery show like that looks like an advent calendar? Is that what you're saying? Let's see. 2 minutes left, by the way. 2.5 minutes. If she isn't pretty, maybe it's not vital he go back. Did you ever see that? Did you watch Twilight Zone, Roaster? Let's see. SoCal's the most negative person on this. Oh. Fun. Okay. I just watched it again 2 weeks ago. So many things to notice as an adult compared to when. Yeah, Reworker, definitely. A lot of movies like that for sure. Sometimes you can ruin a movie by rewatching it too. And it's just not as good as it was, as you remember it. Let's see. Just use one. They make really cool ones. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, coming up with some good games, I think, is definitely important for the holidays. Another thing is this is a little boring tip, is you need to get ready because you're going to get more sales. Make sure you have all of your shipping, um, stuff in. You want all your shipping supplies because you definitely don't want to be short on stuff and then be late with your orders. What's going on? Wait, J Bar 74. I feel like that's a really old name on here, right? Long time. But yeah, make sure you stock up, load up on your shipping supplies so you don't run out. Welcome back, J Bar. Star Wars, right? Or no? You got to remind me. Or GI Joe. Sometimes it's just there's certain people that would be on every day, and then you don't see them for a year, and you're like, oh yeah, GPK Marvel. All right, I just did this yesterday. We broke a box of this yesterday. Look how clean that box is. Somebody already got the box, and they got it cheap. But yeah, make sure you have all your shipping supplies in because another thing that's important. Yeah, I tagged you, Roaster. And inventory, of course, and the weather. Good point. Reselling, great point. So have your shipping supplies ready because you're going to want to hit the deadline. I don't know when Christmas is this year, but I remember my old industry, like we'd have to make sure, like you look at the calendar because you have to keep in mind, like when is USPS going to be off? Like how's it going to affect my transit times? Because some people might be buying from you for gifts. A lot of these things they'll be buying for you for gifts, not just for their own personal collections and stuff, right? So Christmas is December 25th on a Wednesday. That I don't know. That could kind of mess up things with the mail a little bit. So you really want to be able to get your stuff out quick, so you don't have to even worry about that affecting things. So really, you probably are going to have to ship that week, like the 16th through the 20th, to be confident that they're going to get something by Christmas anyway. So if you are short on supplies, that's not happening. So make sure you're loaded up with your supplies too. The winner, Curly Q, I think has won twice. Am I right? Congrats to Curly Q, not the Sue. I don't know where Sue came from. Curly Q, you got another pair of socks. Am I out of socks now? I have like a system here, like 2 baskets, and I didn't follow it. Hold on. Let me see how many givvies are left. It's 125. I'm hoping that the Pokemon first edition is going to come in today. Then I can run a Pokemon stream. Excuse me. Otherwise, I'm just going to run like an everything stream. I have 1 sticker, maybe 2 stickers left, it looks like. Hold on. Let's run the sticker. I'll see if I have any more whatnot items near the room. And guys, thanks for joining. Is there anything you guys think that is important? Any sellers on here that I know a bunch of you sell on here, which is amazing, or a bunch of you do community chats? What other topic are you going to be talking about during your streams? For Marvel, what do I have for Marvel? Some comic books. Some comic books. I don't think I have any figures or anything like that. I just sold a bunch of Marvel cards. Unfortunately, they're gone. I had like Fleer Ultra Marvel and things like that. Welcome back, Matthew Matt. Was that you that bought the photo album, Matthew Matt? Yeah, J Bar. Have you been off the app for a while, J Bar, or you just happened to come in here? Matthew Matt, how did it turn out? I found the most perfect box for that. That was a tough item to box, and I have a part-time shipper, and she's been out, not arrived yet. Oh man, maybe you're across the country. I'm in Maryland. I wonder why. Did you see this? I got to figure out what to do with this. California. Okay, that's why. I was trying to figure out if I should get this appraised or something, or throw it up on, I don't know, some kind of auction. You saw this, right? Yeah, I think you won twice, Curly. Congrats. Low dollar items is key to keep shipping super low. I love this, Sapphire. Thanks. $1 items shouldn't have more than 73 cents shipping. I agree. So yeah, someone did talk about that earlier. I'm not sure if she's still here. She's gonna have her shows too. It's Julie. I forgot the last name. No, not empty. Oh, maybe I thought you saw this, Matthew. Hold on. It's amazing. But some people did say it would be valuable even if it was empty. Look how clean that is. It's amazing. Here, check it out. There's tin types in here, I think. I think those are tin types. But the coolest thing that I saw, besides some of these portraits, more of the ones, didn't sell it yet. No, I was trying to figure out the value on something like this. This I thought was the coolest part. I wonder what was there that disappeared. That's called Apophysis. Oh, is the photo if you Google that? And that's how you know this is definitely from like the 1860s, 1870s, probably 1860s. But look how clean. And if you touch these at all, they fall apart. And I was trying to figure out, Matthew, how do they secure these photos in there? I couldn't figure it out. If there was some kind of adhesive or what. But look at like the gold leaf is all still there. Look at that. Got 2 minutes and 30 seconds till we give away the sticker. See, some of them started to fall apart, the pages a little bit. For Ball Sports, welcome. Auger Blog, we did a GPK break yesterday. You missed it. Slip inside a slit in page. Interesting. But now if I try to get the slit, Parker's Par, welcome back. I feel like the slit, you can't, it'll break if I try to take the photos out. One of the coolest things though, Matthew, was this. Hold on. Because I did move the photos around so I could see something. See how it comes apart right there? Oh, it's annoying. I don't know if you can see that. We got a minute 57. Yeah, right here. This is amazing because these were getting loose. Look how it looks brand new. That's the back of a photo, and it looks brand new. The gold lettering, it's insane. What do you think this one is worth, Matthew? Hard to say. But these old photo albums, if you find anything out in the wild, guys, yeah, it's true. I should stop doing that recently. You're right. That's a good point. But if you find something like this out in the wild, like, and it's got, Civil War portraits, not much. Okay. Civil War items that can go for, if that was all Civil War people, it would go for well over $1,000, I would think, maybe more. Stop flipping. We got a minute left, guys. So yeah, we talked about loading your store up. Definitely, if you're a seller, you're not loading your store up. Even if you're not a live seller and you have the opportunity to load your store up, load your store up for $40. That was probably mine. Is that during Corey Manx streams, Linnea B Vintage? Because that was pretty disappointing. Or no, I wouldn't mind. Do you ever have any last minute shoppers trying to ask for expedited overnight shipping? I've never seen that. That's a great question, Curly. I've never had anyone ask for that. And that's a really good question, especially considering the holidays. Maybe. Yeah, so Corey Mannix came, he travels around and he came out. Maybe I think he got like $60 for it. But $40, I mean, if it was in that kind of condition, they got a crazy steal then. Crazy steal. Yeah, that's a good question, Curly Q. Is Curly Q a seller? Yes. Curly Q. I focus primarily on vintage home goods and handmade pottery. Both feature jewelry, accessories, and clothing as well. That's a real. I didn't think about the expedited shipping part. Anyone else know? Oh yeah, definitely, Linnea. Well, welcome, Curly. Let's see if Curly's gonna win again. Danny Kilgore. Yeah, I couldn't sell that for 40. I think I just found one more sticker here too, so I could add another giveaway. Let me add one more giveaway. First quarter 4. Yeah, I mean, if you have things that are geared towards the holidays and towards gifting, then definitely. Like, I feel like maybe Danny Kilgore, who's a GI Joe seller, this topic's not going to be as important. I could be wrong, but I mean, if Danny Kilgore wants to expand his options, like you could be a GI Joe seller and still sell other things in the store. There's no reason not to, right? Lynn, never been asked. Also, not an option on whatnot for expedite. Thank you, Risa. I appreciate the feedback there. Let's add one more thing. Yeah, I mean, Danny Kilgore definitely should be adding stuff to the store. Like I always just throw like buy it now stuff up in my store anyway. Just in case. Because if someone wins a giveaway, for example, then they can get free shipping usually on the next one. Or they start building a box. Like if there's GI Joe people in here right now, like Danny Kilgore just won. If he wanted, he could go buy a pack of O-rings that are in the store, for example. I'm gonna add a giveaway real quick. We'll do at least one more here, and then I think I'm gonna go live. If I get the Pokemon cards, we're gonna go live and do Pokemon. If not, I'm just gonna do kind of a little bit of everything. I hope you guys join me for that. Wish I could raid myself. Hold on, upload media. But raiding is like the best. I love a good raid. A good raid can change everything for you. Hold on, let me change this to. I want to try the 73-cent thing, like you said. Let's see if this works. I should have done the first is whatnot sticker. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Make sure you find more of these community chats. There's other great sellers that are doing these. We've seen a bunch of them popped in my show today. I appreciate you guys coming in. We'll stay on for a few more minutes here. Okay, there it is. All right, one more is up. JC Dino, welcome back. But also, like maybe even like your thumbnails, thumbnails is something that I've like gone back and forth with. I think thumbnails matter a lot. Like at first, I was like they matter, but not so much for the category I was doing. Like GI Joe, they mattered, but there wasn't that many sellers at the time, so I didn't take it too serious. But thumbnails, I think, are so important right now. So for the holidays, you could do like holiday themed thumbnails, which is an obvious thing, but you definitely want to do that and just highlight whatever you're selling and use that thumbnail. Like, the easiest thumbnail you can make is to make a thumbnail of what you're actually selling. I think those are actually the most effective ones. There's people on here that just have thumbnails of their logo because everyone already knows them. They have a set schedule, I guess. But I still think that even those sellers should make custom thumbnails that show the items they're selling that day or describe it because there's new people all the time and they may not know that seller and they're not just going to go in there just because. Um, and maybe still keep your branding on there, of course. Like you definitely want to keep that branding on there so people can still recognize that, oh, that's still the same seller that I look for every day. But it's really easy to make thumbnails. And if you don't think it's easy, you know, just take a picture of your items, number one. Number two, use Canva. And everyone says that now. I've been using Canva for years. Canva is so easy, guys. It's ridiculous. And all you need, if you have a Gmail account, or maybe even Facebook too, I guess you just sign up for a free account and you're done. Thumbnail videos are a fantastic marketing opportunity. Custom wood burning's right. I mean, you can use, it's so easy now, I think, to make all these things compared to what it used to be. A lot of you who use social media now, you're making shorts and you're making reels and all that stuff anyway. It's pretty much the same thing. So thumbnail videos, just simple thumbnails as well. Wait, way easier on shipping too. I'm trying to read the chats here. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Canva, that's going to be a great option for your thumbnail. So definitely use that. It's very easy. But I think my favorite is just taking a picture of the items that day. I think that just makes the most sense. Use TikTok for preview videos, all the editing built in, easy to use. Definitely. So if you want one of the best videoing editing softwares I've ever used is that one I think that a lot of the younger people use for all these videos, which is CapCut, CapCut. CapCut for editing videos is absolutely incredible. So you could use that, but of course, if you have Instagram already, you could use that. TikTok, there's no editing needed, says reselling. I guess I need to look at TikTok again for preview videos. All the editing is built in. And I like to see what you're talking about reselling when you say it's built in. Like they already have, you're saying they already have templates that you use, and then it just takes whatever you capture and throws in the template. No, I've never made it. I don't think I've made a TikTok. I've made reels. I've made shorts. Even back, what was that other Vines? Way back in the day. We got a minute 50 left, guys, and I want to go live in a little bit after I eat some lunch, and we're gonna sell. Who can I raid, by the way? And I know we don't be a small crowd here, but I'd love to raid somebody anyway. Is there any other community sellers we could raid right now that are live? Everything is built in. Clip filters, sound adjustments. Oh yeah. Same thing with Instagram. Same thing. Do it for the Vine. Vines were a big deal. I don't know. They were a big deal for a minute. Remember Vines? A minute 20 left. Right? I know. There's so many things. It's hard to remember. It's like remembering Friendster or MySpace, I guess. Any cameras? I only have old film cameras today. Oh, I mean, like 16 millimeter, 8 millimeter from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. That is a cool visual right there. I wonder if does that mean that there's film in there? I'm not sure. I need to learn about these. No Canon today. I have these Canon digital ones stored away. I gotta go get them out of storage and find them. Let's see. Linnea, I was just saying, Linnea looks like you just started off 5 stars, 33 reviews. And what do you sell? Linnea says you're a local artist living in Denver. So what are you selling? Let's see. I'm a self-proclaimed treasure hunter. Oh, nice. With a heart for making people happy. That's beautiful, especially on here. I love scouring thrift stores and hidden corners for unique items that spark joy. I love to create, and I will have things I made for sale too. Let's see. So yeah, let everyone know what you sell. I'm trying to see if you have a show tomorrow at 4. Whatnot Community Raid Train. Sick. Okay. See, getting in a raid train is so important for new sellers, as you guys know. So that's pretty great that you're already in a raid train. Cameras. No more Canon cameras today, sadly. Here comes the what's it called? Danny Kilgore again. I'm going to send you something different, unless you want 2 stickers, Danny Kilgore. Remember what? No, we are in one now. This too will be memorable. You think so? I don't know reselling unless someone buys it. The GPK we ran. I'm sorry you missed it. We ran a break yesterday. It's empty now. The cup was empty. The box. It's just decor right now until I send it to somebody. Let's see here, guys. Yeah, that's it, guys. Who can I raid right now? Did you guys already tell me? But thank you guys for hanging out. I know we didn't talk enough about the Christmas stuff, but let's to recap. We definitely want to load our stores up, have enough shipping supplies ready for the rush, and focus on your thumbnails, holiday themed thumbnails. Let people know what you're selling, and take pictures of it for your thumbnail. That's probably the best thing. And load up that store with like $5 stocking stuffer type items. That way they can start building their box, and they're more likely to, because once they get free shipping, they're more likely to buy again from you and stay in your stream. Thank you, Reworkers Passion. Check out Reworkers Passion as well. And let's see here, who else? Okay, Rachel's knickknacks. Thank you, Custom Wood Burning. Check out Custom Wood Burning. Please click on that. We're gonna go over to Rachel's knickknacks. No patty wax. Thank you, guys. I'm John. Springer Collectibles. Usually say thanks for the bids, buys, and BS, but we're just gonna say thanks for everything, guys. See you. Rach.